Irvin podcast.
Let's jump right into week 6 of the MIP. The Michael Irvin podcast is right here, right now, and it's coming live at you, baby. And it is a glorious week. A glorious week. No one expected it to be this kind of a week just a few weeks ago. This is Cowboys-Eagles week. I know you talk on the national stage, everybody talking about, at some levels, Buffalo and Chiefs week, and it is. But when Cowboys and Eagles are front and center, and records are rolling in like 5-0 and 4-1, I don't care about what no one says. I understand the size of that other game because it's Josh Allen and it's Patrick Mahomes, and they've been there. And twice Buffalo has come a knocking on the door, and Patrick Mahomes said, no, go away. And they did it again last year. Patrick Mahomes said, no, go away. I'm telling you this time, Buffalo, this is it. When your ass knock, you better knock hard enough that even if Patrick wants to say no, go away, you got to kick that door in, buddy. You got to kick that door in. I want to start talking about this right here first. Buffalo, you have to win this game. You have to win this game. You can't. You knocked on those doors last time. It wasn't just Patrick Mahomes saying no, go away. He had somebody riding shotgun with him named Tyreek Hill who said no, go away. He doesn't have that shotgun anymore. There's no way that Buffalo can go in here and lose this game, and Tyreek Hill is no more a part of Kansas City Chiefs. This is a must-win for the Buffalo Bills. They need it for their own psyche. If they don't win this game right now, I don't know if they could ever get up out of this. That you let Patrick Mahomes beat you without Tyreek Hill when you knew the only way you could beat him is going to get Stephon Diggs. Do you get what I'm saying, Buffalo? Do you get what I am saying? This is a must-win. You must take them out. Or you might as well close down shop. Because you can't get Patrick Mahomes this up over you right now. Oh, I beat you when I had that bad man, and I beat you when that bad man left. This ain't nothing about football, man. This psyche, this manhood. Everybody picked you to be in the Super Bowl this year, Buffalo. This is a must win. You go out here and lose this game, shame on you. Everything you have done has pointed to beating the Kansas City Chiefs. And everything you've done was pointed to beating the Kansas City Chiefs with Tyreek Hill. You didn't even know he was going to be gone, and now he's gone. Man, come on, man. Come up, Buffalo. I'm going to be watching. And I'm going to pick Buffalo in this game because I do believe that as I talk to them on First Take and I talk to them on Sunday, it's great that the Chiefs put up 41 points. But we watch a lot of great things that Patrick Mahomes did. And we watched Travis Kelce catch 4 touchdowns last week. Those were not questions. We knew those two will always play and we're always sure. It's these other dudes. When the game's on the line, tight plays must be made. Can they consistently make it? And I'm saying no, and I'm taking Buffalo. But I'm telling Buffalo, don't be screwing around. This game means so much to you. I'm telling you, you need this for your psyche. You cannot go in there. You cannot let them beat you right now. So win this game, make me right, and let's make it the start of a good day. I want to be right all day. It'll start with you guys at 4:25, and then it's going to linger on into that other game, that night game, the game between Dallas and Philadelphia. And I'm just saying, there's a whole lot of things I wanted to go into here. But the reality is, I ain't studying none of it. I hear people talking all around right now about the roughing the passer and all of this. Yes, that was a bad call on Tom Brady. I will take that. It's a bad call on Tom Brady, but they're going to protect the quarterback. Let's stop making a big noise about that. You know, we go both ways with we outraged that Tua got hit like that. And, oh my God, what the fuck gonna do with everything? And then we get outraged with a bad call. Like, oh my God, y'all know it commingles. They don't want that throw anymore, that kind of a hit or that kind of a slinging of a quarterback down and no flags being thrown. And if Tom didn't have his arm out to protect himself, he would have gotten knocked out too, just like Tua got knocked out. So I know these quarterbacks, they're trying to protect these quarterbacks, and I'm okay with them protecting the quarterback because honestly, if I was still playing, I'm always thinking about my receivers. I care how the hell I'm going to pay my kids. I'm going to feed my kids if I ain't got me no quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? So all you jokes I ain't they killing the game. You ain't say none of that shit when they were telling receivers they ain't going to get hit till after they catch the ball. I had to get hit when I caught the ball. Why they ain't got to get hit? So I don't want to hear none of that. I want to keep my quarterbacks up. Y'all stay on my quarterbacks. Let them throw. I don't want to talk about, y'all making the game soft. Shut up. Let's keep them going. Look at them. What do you want? You want more games like we saw Thursday night? Is that what you want? You want to see more games like that? You want to see more games? I don't want to see more games like that. That's what you get when all the quarterbacks are gone. When all the good quarterbacks are gone, that's what we're going to have. Do y'all understand that? I'm so glad I can tie this in for y'all to see them both. Let me help y'all both. Let me help y'all see them both. Everybody's so upset over the roughing call. Okay. No way. No, it wasn't. I'm with you on that. But let's not go overboard. Let's make sure we keep our focus on what they were trying to do, which was protect the quarterback. And why is that so important? Thursday night told you. Are you joking? Is that what we want to see? Is that the kind of football? Knock out all the Tom Brady's, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen's, and all them fellas. And that's what we're left with, what we saw Thursday night. I'm going to take a bad roughing call over what I saw Thursday night. Y'all kissing my butt. I don't want to hear that. Y'all can stop this madness now. I want him to get it right. You know, he was slinging Brady down, and if Brady hit his head, he would have been knocked out. So I understand the flag, but be able to pick the flag up. Sean was mentioning something in hockey that, especially with judgment calls, Sean, you said they got a guy up there. I don't know this. You know it. They got a guy up there. They can make those calls, especially on judgment calls. Let me see if Tua would have judged the same call. And okay, if he said no, let's pick that flag up. If he said yes, that was a bad intent, could have been dangerous, then you leave the flag down. And now one person ain't put on the hook. But again, I say to you, I want them protected, damn it. I do not want to be watching what I watched Thursday night. I do not want to see that. I do not want to see that. That's all I'll say about that. I'm done with Thursday night because I got to move on to Sunday night with Cowboys and the Eagles.
Well, like to your point, like they're just it's hard to come by great quarterbacks. I mean, right. Even who we thought were going to be great quarterbacks in last week, which is Matt Ryan, who's been to Super Bowls, and Russell Wilson, who's won Super Bowls. Like they're kind of on the down and out. Like
right. So wait. Who are y'all think y'all messing with? This the mob. They smart. They know. This the mob, man. They know. Those boys make this thing different. There's no way I want to keep watching those kinds of games. And we always complain that there ain't enough to go around, and it's not. And now y'all want to complain that they're trying to protect the few that really is out here. I just don't buy. I ain't got no problem with them protecting it. I want a fair game. I want a fair call, but I want them upright. So I ain't got to be dealing with these people that I saw, you know, I don't know what kind of football that was. But I tell you what, you won't be getting that kind of football Sunday night. My concerns here for Sunday night. I'm going to tell you my thoughts here, I should say, for Sunday night. Within them, you'll feel my concerns. Either way, lean either way. With me leaning towards the Cowboys, you'll feel that's where my concerns lie. This game is going to be a game. Matchup makes games in the NFL, and actually the Dallas Cowboys match up well in an area that is, I think, the most important area in this game. That defensive front coming after Jalen Hurts is going to have to be the key to this game. You got to keep him in the pocket, and you got to keep pressure on him. Jalen Hurts, if you don't put pressure on him, man, he can do some things. The Cowboys have beaten Jalen Hurts the last 2 times that they played him. Hurts is 0-2. He has a 59% completion percentage. He's thrown for, in average in those games, 334 yards. You said, darn, man, 334 yards. He did something. But the reality is he has 3 touchdowns and 4 interceptions in those games. 2 interceptions in each game, passer rating of about 7-8. You know what they did? They put the game in Jalen Hurts' hands. Now, back then, I thought putting the game in Jalen Hurts' hands, that was the right way to do, right way to play it. But Jalen Hurts has gotten much better, and he's making some great plays, man. He's made some great throws this year. This is going to be interesting because I say if you put all the pressure back on Jalen Hurts, I don't think he'll have these kinds of numbers, 3 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. I think he'll limit some of those things, but he's playing much better football. You got to get Jalen Hurts to make some mistakes like they have in the last 2 games. They got at least 2 interceptions off him. They have to get 2 interceptions off him Sunday night. And the only way you're going to do that, because these beast receivers are certainly going to beast and feast with that Cowboys secondary if they don't get to Jalen Hurts. I would take Philly receivers battling against that secondary and Dallas secondary. So that's why it's all about this front, man. They got to get to the Jalen Hurts. For the Eagles to win this game, let me tell you where this lies. And my concerns. The Eagles, if they can come out, and I'm going to just tell you this. If I was coaching the Philadelphia Eagles, you know what I would do, man? Sean, you know what I would do? I would play the whole first quarter and not throw one damn pass. We leaning on y'all the whole first quarter. We running. I'm going to run right, body blow, body blow. And weaken the legs of these pass rushers for the whole first quarter. Just body blow like a boxer. Just body blow. They want to eat. They want to sack. I ain't going to let you sack. I'm going to just hit you right in the mouth. If I was the Eagles, that's what I would do. That's my concern. The run game of the Eagles versus the rush defense of the Cowboys. That Cowboys defense wants to get to the quarterback. Only thing to help this, the only thing that can stop the Eagles from coming out and running that whole first quarter, Cooper Rush has to move this ball down the field and put 7 points on the board. You got it right now. We need 7 points on the board. You got to go quick. Now you get them out of a comfortable situation where they can just pound you. And they can pound Dallas. I just don't want to see that happen. That's my only concern. Because if they're doing that to Dallas, that means they just took out the strength of Dallas, which is their defensive front. My own sayings as I prepared for cornerbacks over the years was, I will attack his weakness if I want to beat him. I'll attack his strength if I want to break him. If Philly does this, they'll attack Dallas' strength. I don't know what Dallas does after that. So I'm concerned about that. And the only way to fix that concern, that thing I'm concerned about, is to start and get some points. If you get that ball first, you got to go get some points on that first drive, Cooper Rush. You got to go get some points. It's going to be an environment unlike anything these young Bucks have ever seen. Let me tell you, 5-0 Eagles, you got everything on the line. You can't go 5-0 and then be 5-1, and the one is Dallas. Then that 5-0 flush down the drain. You know darn well you can't lose this game to Dallas. So the environment, the players, the team, they're going to give everything they got, Sean, everything they got. Dallas, oh my God, this is it. I was worried about the Cowboys last week going into with the Rams because I thought that environment would be too much, but they handled it. I was surprised they handled it surprisingly well, much better than I thought they would. This is going to be different. This is going to be different, and yeah, and I hope they know this is going to be different. And LA, the nice people, yeah, we beat you guys. In Philly, not so much. Not so damn much. So whatever you may have hidden that you didn't even want nobody to know about, some of the fans in Philly may know, and they're going to talk about it. They're going to come up with everything. They're going to say everything. They're going to try to get into your head right now because they feel this is their part. Them doing their part to help their team win. You better be ready for it. That's all I'm saying. I believe you are ready for it. I heard DeMarcus Lawrence say the other day, hey, we ain't scared. We ain't scared. What we supposed to be scared? I wouldn't mind him being scared. Shoot, I've seen men do some incredible things when they're scared. I like fear. Push you in that fight or flight mode. Either way, you know you can't run. So now, if fear puts you in a fight or flight mode, and you know you can't fight, you know you can't flight, you can't leave, all you got to do is fight. So what's wrong with being scared? Say, yeah, man, there's a lot going on, man. There's a lot going on around this game. I'm going to show up. I like when I got a little scared. I got more dangerous when I got scared. You know what I'm saying? So I know we're men, and we don't like saying stuff like that because it makes it sound like, punk, I ain't scared. Yeah, it's okay. Sometimes scared can give you some more. It really does. I go in the game. If I'm scared of you, dude, I go in the game. If I'm scared, I'm worried. Oh, I ain't leaving no stone unturned. And when I come, I'm coming with everything because I feel I ain't got nothing to lose. You know what I mean? I'm coming with everything. So I'm just telling you, you got to be scared, but be ready. You ain't got to, whatever word you use, be ready. And then go show. It's another thing, Sean, that I'm worried about. Everybody now on the national stage starting to call Dallas defense the best defense in the league. Right? When you start getting talk like that, the Dallas offense has to understand how that's going to affect them. When they start talking about the Dallas defense is the best defense in the league, the Dallas offense has to get ready because every defense they place is going to play is trying to show you, y'all think y'all defense good. You see what I mean? Let me show you what we are. Let me show you what we have. This is the mindset you got to have whenever you're trying to get to a championship. You got to understand how all these pieces are going to work together. Dallas has to understand how all these pieces are going to work together. Philly cannot let you win this game. What are you prepared to do about it? Trust me. All that old bull and bulletin board stuff, ain't scared, that ain't going to work. You're going to be scared. It's just what are you prepared to do about it? Ain't nothing wrong with being nervous. Ain't nothing wrong with being scared. Ain't nothing wrong with none of it. Just what are you prepared to do about it? Because it's coming. And nobody going to get you. You can't go home. You can't leave. It's coming. What are you prepared to do about it? Let's ask one of their young bucks. Because he knows what it's like to be preparing for, let's just throw out some analogies, Armageddon, the tough times, God himself. He knows what it's like because he had to sit in that three-point stance and look across from him and see God line up with number 99 as Aaron Donald laid hands upon him. Let's ask Tyron Smith of the Dallas Cowboys what it's like and what it's like to play when you're a little scared. He saw Aaron Donald last week He's going to see Fletcher Cox this week. Let's talk to that buck right here on the MIP. Do you own or rent your home? Sure you do. And I bet it can be hard work. You know what's easy? Bundling policies with Geico. Geico makes it easy to bundle your homeowners or renters insurance along with your auto policy. It's a good thing, too, because you already have so much to do around your home. Go to geico.com, get a quote, and see how much you could save. It's Geico easy. Visit geico.com today. That's geico.com. Folks, we had him on before, and I'm so excited to have him back on because there's so much I want to talk to this young man. The MIP had him on once he got drafted, and there were a lot of conversations going on. He was just a young man out of Tulsa, drafted with the 24th pick of the first round this season for the Dallas Cowboys. His name is Tyron Smith. When he came in the league, he joined the MIP, and everybody was talking about it, Tyler. They were talking about playing you at guard. It's your first year coming from a small school like Tulsa. They said they just don't know if you are ready to get out on that island,
right,
on that Autobahn out there at tackle and deal with them beasts that you have to deal with. Tyron Smith got hurt, man, and before the first game started, you ended up on that Autobahn. Talk to me about after playing training camp to hold at guard and then moving that late to tackle, that transition, what has it been like? And being shoved right, hey, I'm talking about right into fire.
I mean, it was a crazy situation for sure. Like you said, like it was an unfortunate situation for Tyron going down. Like, you know, a lot of things were kind of in limbo at that point in my mind. Like I knew I probably have to step into his shoes in some capacity, but you know, I didn't know fully. But it was crazy to say the least. Like my first week, I remember Coach came in the next practice when I was kind of, I want to say reactivated. When I came back to practice, he was like, "Man, we're gonna have you out there at tackle." And then, you know, they brought Jason Peters in. He was a godsend for me, like having a dude with that much experience who's done so much in the league, kind of coaching me up and getting me right on all the things that I need to understand about, you know, going on that island after having to do that quick turnaround from playing guard so much. Like it helped me so much then, and it's continued to help me now and, you know, my improvement.
When Jason Peters wasn't here when they first made that switch with you. Right, he wasn't here. Okay, we went and got him now. So you played the whole camp at guard.
Right.
And then Tyron goes down. Everybody's talking about, well, what are they going to do? Even when you were playing guard, you were peeking out there at tackle. Let me just see what that thing like out there. You were peeking over there at tackle. How did you feel? Did you feel even when you were playing guard, like, that looked like something I could really do? I know people, you know, but how were you feeling about it when you were playing guard, when you were peeking at the tackle?
Man, I thought it was I talked to Zach a lot about it when they moved me to guard. And he said, you know, it's going to be good for your career because, you know, in college I played tackle. Like I strictly played left tackle. You know, I was comfortable at the position. You know, I know coming out people had some questions, but it was definitely something, you know, I thought, you know, I knew I could do. You know, I knew I would have to polish up my technique. I knew I would have to be tight and more disciplined on a lot of things to be out there. But it was definitely something I always knew I could do. It was just a matter of time. Like when I came in, Coach McCarthy, Coach Field, and Coach Blasco, they always told me the plan was for me to be a left side player. So I knew going in that at some point, you know, I would be out there on the Autobahn for sure.
Yeah, you know what, Tyler, man, and I told you the story last time about Big E, Eric Williams, and how, you know, he set the tone for our offensive line and how Jimmy put him right out there on that Autobahn, right out, you know. They ran by him the first 3-4 times, bust Troy right in the mouth. And he was looking at everybody like, what the hell we going to do? I said, big fella, you got to sink or swim right now. You got to sink or swim. He swam. You know what I mean? He became all-pro tackle, one of the best in the league. You know what I'm saying? But it was his mentality that put him out there. And when I talked to you the first time, I said, oh, this dude got a mentality. Mike McCarthy talks about it. He says, yo, this is an alpha male. This is an alpha male. He loves the work. He loves putting in the work. And it goes a long way. He talks about your attitude. Tell me what gives you that attitude? Because he says you have an attitude. You're not afraid of anything. You'll challenge anything. You're ready to go.
I mean, I feel like, it's that dog, that dog in me. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I've been playing football for a long time. Like, it's a man's sport. Like, it's a true competitive sport. It's, it's dog eat dog world. Like, you going against the best week in and week out. And, somebody trying to take food out of your mouth. That's how I view it. So, being thrust into the, into the spotlight or into something new, that's not new to me. That it's funny because I got my start in college like that. I came as a freshman, a dude in front of me, Chris Ivy, I got hurt. And so, I was really a freshman, but they was playing me at left tackle. So, it wasn't something unfamiliar to me. I never run away from challenges. Like, you got to embrace the adversity to get where you want to go. Because I know, this is really just a starting point for me. This year one, I got a lot to improve on for sure. But I love the grind. Like, there's nothing else like it. Seeing, putting in that work, doing the small things, doing the little things right, and seeing all that stuff translate to the field. Like, there's no better satisfaction when you honing your craft as a football player, I feel like.
You're right, and you want to be the best at it. And in order to want to be the best, I remember now, Tyron. I remember the first time I got in the league. I said, "Man, I want to be the best." And in order to be the best, you got to challenge the best because this is a meritocracy. It ain't like I can go over here and do something. You go over there and then they judge it. No, we got to do it against each other. That's how they gonna judge it. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Different reasons. I thought about this. I said I remember coming in and lining up. And looking up and seeing Darryl Green come play me. Darryl Green was the best corner in the league. You know what I mean? A shutdown corner. I said, oh, my God. Darryl Green is coming over here to play me because he wants to stop me. They think this of me. You look up, and here comes Aaron Donald coming to play you. Aaron Donald, simply put, if I asked you what was it like blocking him, and I wanted to describe it and give it some people out there that had no understanding of who Aaron Donald is, say they were the football fan, I would have to ask the question like this, Tyler Smith, what was it like? What went through your mind when you had to block God? Because that's basically what he is out there. He's like God out there. When you look at the dude, he's everywhere and he's so phenomenal, man. I love what Coach McCarthy said. He said, man, that situation for Tyler is going to make him so much better because he's that kind of guy. Talk me through that whole experience. I mean, when you lined up and he first came over there, because I know when I lined up and I saw Darryl Green come, I said, oh shit. Okay, let's go. Oh shit, let's go. All that I've been talking about in the room by myself, here it go right now. You know what I'm saying? What went through your mind?
Man, like, it was crazy because I seen him over there. Like, you get up to the line, you get in the call, you trying to get the call because, like, everything start with the call. And then the first thing in my mind is get off the ball. Like, I got to get off the ball. Like, set inside out. Like, he a D tackle. As long as you inside out, don't get beat inside. And then, like, it was a struggle in the beginning. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, everybody seen this on national TV. Like, he got me a few times. Like, and it was a learning situation for sure. After it happened, I go to the sideline. And like JP come up to me, he said, man, you got to trust your set. Like, it's crazy for offensive linemen because when you're on the line, like, a lot of what you do shouldn't be predicated on who in front of you. Like, you got to be consistent in your technique, consistent in your training. Like, you got to fall to the level of your training. And in that situation, like, it was frustrating because I'm like, dang, like, although he is like, one of the greatest defensive players to ever play the game, like, you still got that competitive edge in you. I don't want to lose to nobody. Like, I don't feel like it's acceptable to lose to anybody. So it was definitely, it was a good learning situation. It was definitely something, I learned from for sure. But, that's a dude over there. Like, you on your P's and Q's every time you see him. Like, that was the preparation for the week. Like, we knew who he was. Like, we knew we wanted to isolate him. We wanted to limit him and limit his effect on the game as much as possible. But it was definitely a learning situation for sure.
Like, and you did that, and you walked away with the win. Right. And by proxy, that means you walk away with the win. You faced the monster and walked off victorious. That's all we all trying to do. Not just on football, and all of life. We're all trying to face our monsters and come out with the victory, man, and move forward. And I was reading where you said when you came over and Jason Peters told you got to get to your set, man. You know, and you say you're looking back, you look on the tablet, right? And when you're talking about getting your set, you're talking about kicking those 3 kicks. So I used to watch Big E. I got to get back here. I got to kick that leg and get back there. I got to get on my set and set up and well, explain what you mean when you say you got to get those 3 kicks and get to your set and set up.
You got to get basically you got to get to your spot. Like everything on the line is predicated off the cadence. Like, you got to get off the ball fast. Like, and when JP talked about taking those 3 kicks, like those 3 kicks is basically how many kicks it should take you to get to the spot where you basically declaring a pass rush, if that makes sense. Like you, at that point, when you get to your spot, now he got to make his move. Like you're not necessarily reactionary, but you didn't kind of limited how much you can do. Like, but if you don't kick,
because you're set at your spot now, you got a good base on that spot. But
right.
Okay. So it's just like me trying to get off the ball. He's trying to get you to lean one way or the other,
right,
and take advantage of the opposite side you lean on.
Exactly. It's exactly like that.
Right. Or get you going back real fast on that 3rd kick and lift you up and drive you right on back into the quarterback. Right. So if they can contact early, you go kick one. If you slow on that kick, that's why you say, oh, I see now. Because if you slow on that kick and he catch you in the air on that 3rd kick and you ain't got that foot down and solid, oh, you're gonna ride to the quarterback from there, buddy.
He coming through you. He coming through you at that point. And when you got a dude like that in front of you, you gotta be perfect in your technique. Like that's what it's gonna take. Like, cause he's gonna take advantage of anything you give him. Like, so, I was definitely, JP was on me. He was like, yeah, man, he said, bro, you beating yourself more than you let somebody beat you, bro. Like, you got before you engage, bro, you got to put yourself in the right position and stuff like that. Like, and I was like, yeah, it was tough at the time, but it was definitely it's like Coach McCarthy said, it's a great experience to have for sure.
Man, listen, man, you got 5 games in, you got 5 starts in. Ain't nothing you could have had better than what you got right there. Don't you let nobody fool you. There ain't nothing. Because after I left that with Del Green, I was like, oh, okay, I am going to be as great as I thought I was. I see right now, because that's great here. That's great. I just needed to see it. You know what I'm saying? I needed to see it. I had thoughts in my head. I had hopes. This helps me solidify. I can get him. I can get all of them now. You know what I'm saying? So when you playing up against a guy like that, and you say, I just got to get to my spot. I know what I can do now. They ain't going to get no better than that. They may get as good, but ain't no top on that. Ain't somebody above that. You know what I mean? They all going to be good. But, boy, that has to be a confidence booster to see that monster and come out on top. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, to see that monster and come out on top. Speaking of seeing that monster, you get to see some monsters in practice every week. How much of getting to see the Michael Parsons and that finger-looking good pass rush that I always talk about on First Take, dog. That pass rush is so good. Oh my God, dog! You should be. You should see me, boy. When y'all win, I be going off on First Take. I'd be going off on it, talking about how y'all did it and everything, man. What is it like? What's that?
So I'll be catching some clips of it. I'll be
catching your boy. Your boy be having fun on that, dog. So just keep doing what y'all do and let me do what I do and have fun and raise up that cowboy thing, man. But how much has that helped you? Going up against those boys in practice, getting ready for a guy like Aaron Donald, and preparing for a team like Philadelphia this week.
I mean, it's the greatest thing for us. It's evident, week in and week out how good our defense is. And a lot of our preparation, a lot of the improvements we made is, a testament to getting that look every day. Like Micah, D-Law, Osa, Tristan, all those guys, those are legit dudes. Dorrance, you gonna get the best look you can get, day in and day out. Ain't no lackeys, ain't no bums on that D-line. So it's you seeing the best you're gonna see, especially in Micah off the edge. Like you seeing the best you're gonna see. You're gonna see a dude who can really do it all, who can really do it in so many different ways. And you're gonna see that speed. Like, you're gonna be the fastest dude you ever see. So it's definitely, it's been huge for me just to get those looks, like from OTAs all the way up until now, like, and just preparing. Like, it helps me in my preparation every week.
I'm not gonna lie to you, but I was a little worried last week because I've been around the Cowboys long enough to know that environment last week would have been a tough environment for them to go and win in. When everybody starts saying, "Oh, the Cowboys look pretty good," see, usually there's a little lull or a drop off. Jerry Jones and everybody talked about making this team tougher. That's why they drafted a guy like you. They said they wanted a guy. They're going in to get the guys with the right mindset, the right attitude, the guys that makes this team tough and ready. And I'm telling you right now, that environment you were in last week is going to be about 1/10 of the environment you're about to go in Philly. How prepared are you for Philadelphia?
I mean, we locked in. Like, it don't matter. It don't matter if we in the parking lot. Like, we going to be locked in what we got to do. Like, at the end of the day, like, we got the same 100 yards by 53 yards we playing on week in and week out. And, like, but I heard about Philly. I heard it get rowdy up there. But I don't feel like, in the end, it's going to matter. Because, we locked in on the job in front of us. Like, and it, like, when the first quarter starts, it's time. It's time to go out there and work them boys. So, it's going to be what it is.
What have you seen on that defensive line? They've got a pretty good defense themselves over there. They got some pretty good twos with Fletcher Cox and all those boys, man. What have you seen on that offensive line that concerns you, or how special is that unit that they have?
I mean, they play hard. Like, they coach good. They play hard. Like, this is our first day, like, really getting into, like, the scouting looks and all that stuff. They got dudes that they like to rush the ball. Like, obviously, the first thing they're going to try to do is stop the run, like, and stuff like that. But they got some good dudes on their D-line, like, but we got good dudes on our D-line too. So, you can take comfort in knowing, like, like I said, that, you're getting the best look you can get. Like, at the end of the day, we're going to be in the trenches for 4 quarters. And, whoever got that attitude, whoever got that physicality, whoever got that dog, and I'm going to come out on top. That's really what it is. But they got a good D-line now.
Good D-line. Tyler, how surprised are you, man? I don't know how much work you got with it. You just got here. You're a rookie, so you didn't get, much work with backups. You jumped right in and starting role, man. But how surprised are you with what's happening with Cooper Rush and how he's come in and the job that he has done?
Man, like, when Dak went down, man, obviously, that's an unfortunate situation. We are waiting his return, bro. Like, but, like, Coop, we knew he was a dog coming in. Like, all 70-plus dudes in that locker room, like, I know at any point in time going to step in and do their job. Like, and Coop has done a great job, man. Like, his poise is otherworldly. Like, even, like, he don't blink. Like, that's one thing, I noticed about him. Dude never blinks. Like, dude's always calm, and he always ready to go. So, definitely, the theme for our team, like you said, like, we looking for tough guys. Like, and the theme of the team is resiliency. I feel like we really showing that early on with some of the, unfortunate things that we had happen. And, like, this is a tough team. Like, this is a team that, is going to get the job done week in and week out. We can depend on every guy in that building. So, that's definitely a testament to that. Like, he's showing that. You're
right, man. You're right. You get tougher and tougher as you keep getting through all of this adversity and keep moving forward. And you all heard all the noise after Dak went down in week 1. Your season is over. The season is over. I'm sure you heard all of that noise. And then 4 weeks later, you're 4-1. Everybody's saying, whoa. That's the kind of stuff that you can hold on to. And I mean, they were not all easy wins. You had to go through things to get those wins. And you're talking about all of that stuff, all of those experiences right now, no matter how hard they are, will play a major role for you down the road.
All right.
Yeah. And it will. You know what I mean? It really will, because you're going to be put in those situations again and play a major role, man. I'm telling you, dude, I'm just letting you know, man, this week in Philly, will you see Fletcher Cox? You think you're going to see Fletcher Cox over you?
Hey, I think he's going to be there, right? He's going to be there, ain't he?
But you know what, dog? I like your attitude, dog. I like your whole attitude, and that's why you got to see. They bring you in as a tough guy, so you're a tough guy. Like, hey, man, I can't see. You can call him God. I got to see him as a man. I got to go fight this man. You know what I'm saying? I like the whole attitude because that's what it takes to win. You got to say, hey, man, we'll put our shoes on together. I'm gonna go out here and get this done. He has time on you. But when I get my time, I'm going to be right back in there too. They're going to be talking about me just like that right there. They're talking about, man, this thing is just get better and better, man. Dak come back, Tyron come back. Have you had any conversation with Tyron Smith and how he's doing? Has he said anything to you about the great job you're doing?
Man, he just one thing he definitely told me to do, like after week 1, he said, man, just keep taking it seriously. Like, keep on putting that work in. Right. Like, he's been away from the team recovering, but, he texts us every day before game day. He say, fellas, y'all know what time it is. Put that work in. And he getting better. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that's a strong cat, bro. Ain't too many dudes like it. That's a strong dude. Like, I ain't gonna lie. So he been helping me out. He been telling me what he notices. Like, any questions I got, he still been answering. Like, he's still a vital heartbeat to the team, man. Like, I don't know how else to say it.
Why you say it like that? You can tell when somebody said, dude, like when somebody asked me about Larry Allen, dude, that's a strong one. Like, it's a different kind of strong. Like, I ain't talking about, I'm talking about this dude. Yeah, he's weight strong. He's just a different type of strong. You know what I'm saying? And that's what DB defensive ends have told me about Tyron. He said, man, if this dude just touch you with his hands, it's over. He's a different kind of strong. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it must be so great watching. What are they going to do? Have they said anything about that down the line? When Tyron get back, they hadn't said anything to you about that.
Man, they ain't said nothing to me. Like, we taking it day, week by week for sure. But, like, we'll see in the future. Like, I don't know.
But it can't do nothing but make everything better, dog. Exactly. What y'all doing right now, and continue to do what you're doing, man, on that offensive line, man. And, boy, that opens everything up. You know what I mean? I used to always tell Zach and Tyron when I catch him, big fella, we go as y'all go. That's the same thing I used to tell our offensive line. You got to know that, big fella, and you got to be that Eric Williams, man. Set that thing. I know it's hard because you're a young buck right now, but just keep doing what you're doing and keep moving in that same direction and be that tone setter, dog. The team is tougher because you guys like you have come on the team, man. Just keep doing it, man. Don't give up. Don't let in. And Cowboys Nation, they love it. And I can take this thing on TV Monday, and, boy, I can make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? I just need to win. That's all. Just give me the victory, and I can paint a story from that. Just give me the victory, my brother. Hey, thanks for taking the time, man. I know you just got home. You've been working hard, man. Thanks for taking the time. Listen, when we get to the playoffs, we're going to have to talk to you again because now you're going to have to get through the whole season. So I'm letting you know right now, I'm going to call you again before we get to the playoff because we're going to have to talk about how we getting over the hump of winning this playoff game. But that ain't what we're talking about right now. Just focus on Philadelphia. Focus on Philadelphia, young buck, and we'll talk about that later, my young beast. Go out and take care of your business this week. All right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Looking forward to it, buddy. And also, let me tell you this. Let me tell everybody this on the MIP. This joker right here, and I'm glad we got him first on the MIP because around here in Dallas, he is becoming a media darling. They all love him. Dallas is the kind of city that loves somebody that comes in and everybody says, I don't know if he's ready. And they throw him out there, and then he stands up and show up. Dallas are here to a person like that, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man, and keep being that little media darling right here in Dallas doing your thing, man. Good luck this week, buddy, and I'll talk to you.
Appreciate it. Yes, sir. Appreciate you having me.
Thanks for downloading the MIP. Check out new episodes of the Michael Irvin podcast every Thursday on Apple Podcasts, Podcast One, and Spotify.
Do you own or rent your home? Sure you do. And I bet it can be hard work. You know what's easy? Bundling policies with Geico. Geico makes it easy to bundle your homeowner's or renter's insurance along with your auto policy. It's a good thing, too, because you already have so much to do around your home. Go to geico.com, get a quote, and see how much you could save. It's Geico easy. Visit geico.com today. That's geico.com.
What's up, everybody? It's All-Star and World Series champ Nick Swisher here, and I'm stoked to tell you about my new podcast, The Nick Swisher Show, right here on Podcast One. If you know me, you know I've worn a lot of hats in my career, and each one of them has had highs, lows, and a whole lot of learning in between. And that's exactly what I'm bringing to this podcast. You're going to get crazy interviews with athletes from their struggles to their successes and all their unbelievable superstitions along the way. You're going to hear from hometown heroes that are stepping up to the plate and making positive change and influences in their communities. I mean, we've got scientists, coaches, comedians. I'm telling you, whether you're an athlete, a parent, a coach, or just looking for a little energy in your life, then Home Plate is right here. It's old school soul with new school vibes. It's the Nick Swisher Show, coming soon wherever you get your podcasts.
Sure, we have 30 seconds to tell you that drivers who switch to Progressive could save big. But then what? Well, there is a nice piece of stock music playing behind me that a talented composer worked really hard on. So let's enjoy it. Wow, almost overshadows the saving big when you switch to Progressive part. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.